Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of the Matty Chymbor podcast. If you are new here, welcome. I'm excited to scare you, freak you out, say things that make you question reality. But as a new subscriber, as a new person, I hope you'd hit the subscribe button. I think you'll really enjoy each week of me saying stupid shit and you laughing at me. And if you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you just come back and watch me slowly deteriorate into a ball of titty mush. And regardless, people, if you're new or returning, like I say every week, please hit the like button. It means so much to me. It means so much to the algae Rith. And also, feel free to comment below. Feel free to comment below. I would love to engage with you guys. I want to engage the target, discuss topics, and have a good time. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of the Matty Chymbor podcast. This is my third time trying to record this because I don't know what I'm doing, all right? Jesus Christ. Last time I recorded 10 minutes and on the video, not the audio. And then the second time I was too mad at myself for the previous time. This is the third. I feel better. I'm back, baby. If you guys are wondering why this background looks different, it's because I'm at my mom's house. Wham! I'm in my mom's house in my nephew's room. This child is officially taking over this house. Cute kid, don't blame him. I'm sitting next to a crib. I have a toy crane behind you, and he's on the ground crying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a good uncle, and he would throw stuff at me if he was right there. I came back to Connecticut, wanted to escape all the wildfires. I don't know if you guys are in LA. I don't know where some of you guys are. Feel free to comment below where you live. If you are in LA, you understand the bullshit and just how gross the air is. You don't realize it. While you're there, like, you know it's bad. It's like it's visibly bad, and you can still breathe normally. But as I'm coughing here, I get so excited sometimes. Yeah, it was just bad. I remember I was sleeping fucking terribly, and then I come here and you just breathe real professional air. This is professional air. Out there is just some amateur, just struggling with your lungs. Came here, escape the flames, the smoke, and I'll tell you, I slept so good. I've been sleeping so good here. I don't know if it's because I took 2 weeks off from work because YOLO. You only get laid off once. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't get laid off. Those fucking fires. Hey, people, if you're going to have a gender reveal party, maybe don't do it in a dead wood area with pyro fucking technics. You dumb piece of shit. Hey, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb with your dumb baby. Fuck your baby. Why don't you just do a normal goddamn why are you even doing a gender reveal, huh? Does anybody care besides the grandparents? Not really. Gender reveal is putting an awkward moment in the baby's life before it even gets there, because whichever the gender it is, people wanting the opposite gender are already just emitting negative, like, bah! Like if it's a guy and he's having, like, it's a family, and then the dudes want him to have a boy, and then they're like, it's pink, they're like, brr. Like they're just like already emitting, do I sound very LA? They're already emitting negative energy at this unborn kid's life. What happened to being a surprise until that baby came out? They saw a dick or a puss, and they're like, guess what? You got both. It has both parts. I don't know which this is. I wonder if a doctor ever didn't know. He goes, what the fuck is that? They're like, what? I don't know what that is. That looks like a hole mixed with a thing coming out. I don't know what the fuck that. Isn't that a scene in Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio? So people, don't have, just have your fucking, if you're going to do that, do a cake. I'll be perfectly honest. You damn well know. I feel like the bigger the gender reveal, the lamer the child. Have we been having gender reveals long enough where we can track explosion gender reveal, boring ass kid? There's no way that the bigger the gender reveal, the cooler the kid, because that would be terrible if there was a correlation between the two, and then we just see, like, who's that? They're having a kid. I think they're having it's just a white cloud. Is that a neutral? No, that was just a bomb. Oh, okay. That was just a legitimate bomb that went off, and, don't they is that, I wonder if there's a thing with what your gender reveal has, like, an impact in your life. Ugh. The way, oh, not my hair. That's what happens when you come home. You're just like, well, I don't really give a shit. If I was in my apartment building now, I'd be like, that's fucking disgusting. But guess what? We are family. Got people's hair in my mouth. What stuff you do, like, with your family where you, like, it's gross, but you're just like, I don't give a fuck. Clearly sharing, like, taking a bite is one thing. My mom, when I was little, she used to wipe my butt. When I was, like, fucking potty trained, I'd hug her leg, and then she would wipe my ass until I was, like, 16. Yo, Ma, wipe my ass. Like, I wonder if, like, when kids are born, like, I wonder, is the position your parents were in when they're banging have anything to do with how you become? Is that a thing? He's like, I was getting pegged. I don't know how she got pregnant. I don't know if I can. Yeah, it must have just went down the shaft and my puss crotch, and I don't know. Apparently, I just got preggy from you. You're the father for sure. Imagine being in the goddamn delivery room and it's not your kid. Later. See you later. I don't think I would do that. Would you do that? See, it's so hard to tell. You ever see a newborn baby? They're like purple. You're like, what the fuck? You fuck a toy? Huh, bitch? You fuck some purple ass toy? Do we got a purple toy I can call? What do we got here? You fuck this poop stained fucking Care Bear? Yeah, really taking care of that ass. Huh? Me. Oh, I remember this one. Dude, remember, you ever go home, you just find toys, you're like, holy shit, I remember you. What the fuck you been up to? They're like, I don't know, I'm under that shelf you left me at 20 years ago. Yeah? How's it going? I don't know, I have a colony of ants in my fucking head, but how are you doing? Huh, Matt? You doing good? You just living life? Not getting your brain eaten by ants? I have this complex where I have as my mother would put it, I have a big imagination. Everything in this room, you ever just like give a personality to an inanimate object? Sometimes you're just like that bear. Or like I see an old toy or like an old book and I'm just like, I feel bad. My bad, dude. It's like, it's all right, just hanging out. No one's reading me, but, for all I know, the shit in me, it's not even relevant. So it's just some irrelevant books. I wonder if you can get books, like encyclopedias before the internet came out. Like, I want to find some of those where they're just wrong. That'd be kind of funny. What was I talking about? Coming home, looking at stuff. Yeah, it's good to be back. Oh, yeah, about the baby stuff. I don't know, man. You can't fucking tell. I don't think I would even call my wife out. I know a girl once. I don't know if it was a relative or a friend. Regardless, they were at she was at the hospital, and apparently some dude on the floor or the room next to them just stormed out because it wasn't his. I feel like if you got cheated on with somebody in your race, not to make this like that, but it's like, I feel like that'd be the only way you can tell. Let's be perfectly honest. Like, I feel like if my wife cheated on me with another white dude, babies are so fucking weird looking. You probably know soon, but I think to really have that moment inside of the hospital, it has to be somebody outside your race, because it's just the visual, it would just be color driven. And I know that sounds, why, shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I don't think you would know. And even if I did, I'm not confrontational. I would just fucking take it to the face, smile, raise someone else's baby for about a week while I gather my thoughts. You ever just gather thoughts? That's a real thing. You ever have something so shitty happen, you're like, oh, there's thoughts, and I got to gather them because they're running from the situation just like the way I want to. I would gather all my thoughts, and then I would just fucking pounce. I sound like the worst. That's like the worst army tactic. Get confronted, deal with it, take the blows, leave, dwell on it. You guys like dwelling? Dwell on it, formulate, plan, re-engage target. They're like, that sounds like you're a dude who got dumped and froze. That's called the dump dude froze approach. You guys ever do the dump dude froze approach? Get confronted, freak out, agree to the point where they think you're fine with it, leave, get mad alone. Get mad as fuck alone. Come up with a plan, build confidence, attack. Get confronted again. Realize. Sorry. I thought someone was here. Someone walks in the door. I'm like, hey, aren't you supposed to be at work? What are you doing here? Confront them again. Get right back into it. Confront them again. They throw a fact at you, which completely destroys your argument. Have you ever fucking? Oh my god, dude. That's why I'm not confrontational. I don't want to, I feel like people who are confrontational are risk takers in the sense that they don't need all the facts before they just blah, blah, blah. You're like, I like to know all the facts, so when I strike, it's like a sniper, not just someone going. Confrontational people just shoot from their hip. I need to maybe take a few lumps, leave, develop a case, and then methodically tweak it to my situation and then, and then present it. I'm not trying to just flail. You ever fucking hit somebody with without really thinking things through and you're like, blah, blah, and they're like, blah, 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 and you're like, ah, fuck. They just have that one thing that just completely ruined your argument and then you panic and then they just kill you again. That's the worst. I think that's why me and my ex, our arguments lasted longer because she was very irrational. She would just shoot from the hip and say stuff sometimes. And I knew in the moment, I'm like, that's not right. That's not right. That's wrong. And by time I was just like dealing with it, or I was just yelling back and we were just having these like side arguments about nothing that had to do with the original one. But even when I left and, try to argue those points, it was just like, when am I going to bring this up? So it was delayed defending yourself, DDY, is it's a tough approach, and it's not worth dealing with very confrontational people that, I feel like I would just deal with it the way people, how women should deal with argument or bad proposals. My buddy Mike Lenoci, this is his joke, so I don't want to act like I'm coming up with the idea, but he makes a good point. It's like, ladies, if you're going to fucking, if a guy proposes to you in a public setting, just fucking step him up, hey, wave at everyone, kiss him, and then you let him down outside. Like, why are people taking proposals like you have to answer, like there's right when the guy gets on the knee, there's like a game show timer. It's like, like you can be like, hey, get the fuck up. Hey, yeah. And then everyone's like, what'd you say? What'd she say? I think she said, is that yes? I don't know. They look happy. They're hugging. He's crying. She's not. Just fucking let people down out of the picture. So, I don't know. I would do that, but it's weird seeing children, God. Like, people take care of... It's the life of people here. I'm a child. I'm the child. I live in L.A. with my toys, my false sense of working where I record myself telling my mom about social media is just like, you can see her just be like, what are you doing? Hey, Mom. That's the biggest thing. That's the worst part about coming back here and not being like mega successful is everyone just thinks you're delusional. You know how hard that is? That's what keeps people here away from their dreams that are like odd things to attain, because you're just confronted with negativity sometimes to the point where they just make you feel delusional, and it's just such a shitty thing to do. Like, me moving away is probably the only way I would do comedy, because you damn well know to live in like a city like this and try to like, I'm a comedian. They're like, you're dumb. You're an idiot. You need to get a job, and you need to be around delusional people to like make that into a thing, right? So anyways, I come home. Mom, one of my videos got 500,000 views. She's just on her phone and goes, yeah. In my defense, it wasn't her good ear. How old's your mom? I'm not telling you, but she does have an ear that's the good one. Do you guys have a parent with a good body part? Talk to Grandpa on his good side. So, I don't know. But it's just weird. I can tell my mom at work, like, I do have a day job, so let's not act like I'm just a clown time juggling on the corner to make $50. But I can tell her accomplishments at work, loves it, which I'm fine with. I'm realizing that's what I'm going to get out of her. As long as I'm doing well and happy, she cares. But boy, sometimes you try to share. It's good, though. I'd rather that than people be overly excited and then they're like, constantly trying to be my friend after you tell them the good news, but they're not around when you tell them the bad news. But like the fact that my mom, sometimes they're just like so uninterested. It's just like, it makes me realize how unimportant all that social media stuff is. Like, we get, I don't know, but I'm going to talk like you guys are on my level of checking your phone a lot, posting things, wanting the reaction, getting that the serotonin, endorphins, and all that, all the fins, all the ins in your brain. Got a lot of ins, endorphins, serotonins. I was thinking another one, but I just don't know. I feel like we're all on the same page where we like to post shit. We like to get that accomplishment, and we think like, when you see, you get a lot of views on a video, a lot of likes or comments, you're like, oh, this is worth telling other people about. And then you tell other people and they're just like, wow, your video of you playing a pretend penis? So what? You have to explain it. No, in this video, I'm the penis, and then the other me is the vibrator. And then I walk in, and the penis doesn't like the vibrator because he's... Mids explaining that is tough. And then when you're like, it got a lot of likes, and they're like, wow, mow the lawn. You're like, okay, sorry. It's good though. It's refreshing, and it's like a wake-up call where you're like, care about it, but don't make it your life, because there's so much other important shit. Not that the things they care about and their priorities are better, but it's like nice to feel like, oh, that's right. It's something it could, lead to a great career and all that's, you should care about it, but also sometimes who gives just have that reaction to stuff, especially when it goes bad. You post a bad picture, bad video. Wow. All right. My internet video didn't do good. I hope I can eat dinner today. It has no impact on your life. There's that fucking... somebody recommended that... the fuck is it called? There's some show on Netflix. I don't know. I don't fuck with Netflix. I don't watch shows. I'm not like that guy. I was thinking about it today when I was just sitting in my mom's kitchen with nothing. I was just sitting there drinking coffee. I don't like watching TV. I only watch Netflix at night because I like cooking stuff, like cooking shows, but I don't follow TV shows. Like, I don't like many of them. I get bored. I just like sitting there. Like, if this camera wasn't here, I would just be doing this in this room. I would just be in this room talking, just fucking dealing with, the silence. But I kind of told myself when I come here, I want to be on like a break. I feel like you guys should. Some nights, I don't read, so I don't want to act like that's the thing to do, but that was a huge bubble that was just on my lip. Shout out to lip bubbles for just cock blocking people throughout history. I wonder if there's ever a king talking to another king. They're on the verge of war, and then a lip bubble just popped, and they're just like, "Ah." What's that drool? He's like, I don't know. I'm kind of freaking out though. He's like, all right, why don't you get out of here? I told myself this break, I'm not gonna read. I don't read. I read stuff on my computer, but I just want to kind of not give a shit about stuff. Mainly, I want to keep doing the videos. I think that's fun. It occupies my day. I'll do this, but other than that, I just want to try to just chill, not really watch TV, breathe fresh air. Been walking in neighborhoods, just waving at people. People here are just. It's not that they're more friendly when you walk around streets like this, and I'm in a neighborhood. It's just they're people. They just emit more of a friendly vibe than if I'm just waving. If you're just waving at people in a city, they're like, the fuck is this guy's problem? How you doing? They would wave back, but do you know how many people you see? How do you even direct it? A distant greetings is weird. Here, I went on an hour walk. I saw one person outside. You know how weird that is for me? How quiet it is. My phone, I got those new earpods. They're noise canceling. It's quiet when you don't even have to cancel. I didn't have to cancel anything. There's no noise. I'm just walking around neighborhoods, waving at old people watering their driveways. That's all you see. You just see old people watering things that don't need to get sprayed. Old people love spraying their sidewalks and driveways and then leaf blowing the shit in the street away from their house. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? I like that. It's weird though. They're friendly, but people are also very protective of all their stuff. Where you'll walk around, they'll wave at you all day, but then they'll have 90 signs on their yard that says "Stay off the grass," and you're like, what is up with people here? And the success of their lawns. I understand it's your front yard, but it's just funny. When people have signs, get off the fucking grass. I was like, man, with all due respect, that ain't grass. I'll show you grass. Show her my pubes. All right, that was disgusting, but hey. Told you I'd freak you out. This is when you know you're on the East Coast. If you guys are on the East Coast, how good is a medium French vanilla iced coffee from Dunkin Donuts? This flavor, oh my God, it's so fucking good. Dunkin Donuts, their iced coffee game just smacks, although it's so different. What do you guys like better, Starbucks iced coffee or Dunkin Donuts? There's just two different things for me to even want to compare. And I don't think Starbucks is better coffee. It's just stronger flavor, but I feel like this is a lighter flavor, but I get jacked up on that. I feel like Dunkin Donuts sneaks in caffeine because, or I was just getting susceptible to Starbucks coffee, but Dunkin Donuts, man, you see a few it's so, dude, I feel like in Bizarro World, you see one Starbucks. It's crowded, but it's not when you live in LA, I don't know where you guys live, but in the Northeast, Connecticut specifically, kind of reminds me of LA, but in the sense that there is Dunkin Donuts literally across the street from one another. There's Dunkin Donuts across the street from one another that are down the street from another Dunkin Donuts, and they're all crowded. And Dunkin Donuts leans more on, it seems more fast foody, and I can see why, nothing against people from the Northeast, but it seems like people from the Northeast are more driven to eat fast foody stuff versus LA people who want Starbucks, which is that fast casual bullshit. and that's what they like. Does that make sense? Regardless, I'm addicted to caffeine, and it's a huge issue, and I'm not sleeping. So people, if you can help me, I'm just staying up watching. You know what I've been watching is crushing YouTube, people. I just destroy YouTube. I've been watching, this is the stuff I like to watch. Here we go. I like things that are so fucking real that you're just like turned off and you're like, geez, I couldn't even imagine like being in that position. It's like, for example, I've been watching like Marine lieutenants like giving speeches before they go out on fucking like missions, like deadly missions. Watch what that man has to say to these young fucking kids. Like, you think I like comedians have pressure of going on stage and making people laugh. Try to motivate a bunch of fucking kids, which they are. Like, it's pretty crazy to think about. Imagine having to motivate kids to go do a thing that might kill them. That is the shit I fucking get. That's insane to me. Watching those things and putting yourself like in your shoes, like as if, because like somebody's just filming it from their phone, which I don't know how they do that, but hearing, it's not even like, they're not like being, it's not like gross or like kill, like saying all that fucked up shit, but it's so like to put yourself in their shoes and just be like, what the fuck? They're like, some of us aren't coming back. And you're just like, how do you absorb that and not be fucking to the point you're like, dude, what are we doing? What the fuck? I couldn't even imagine. I sound like a mom who like talking about if they lose their kid. I couldn't even imagine. No mom could imagine if her kid got lost. I can't even imagine what I would do. Well, Diane, I think you'd fucking look for him. If fucking my son died, I don't even know what I would do. Which, I get that, but stuff like that is insane to me. It's like, I don't know. Then I think it's the key to this episode is just dealing with things that take us out of our little tunnel vision, that give us perspective on the bigger things that are happening around us, right? My mom telling me, nah, your video, cool. Oh, your picture did well. She's not being rude about it, but it just goes to show that there's things out there, people, that are a little more important than the dumb shit we stress about every day. And I'm not saying to put down what we do and all the social media bullshit, but I think it's important that you realize if you're getting too, like I said, tunnel vision-y or too freaked out about things or down on yourself, just fucking watch one of those videos. Talk to somebody who doesn't give a fuck. Explain your social media problem to your grandparent or a child and see how it affects them, because it's not going to, and you're going to realize, oh, fuck, this doesn't matter. There's no reason for me to care that much to let it get me down. Go watch a fucking guy, a Marine lieutenant. I don't even know if I'm saying his rank right. Go watch the leader of that group. Talk to them before they go out and have to fucking do shit they don't want to do. And then tell me your shit matters. Well, this went from fun to coronavirus. It's pretty wild. People here, that would have been a better way to end the podcast, but you know what, people? I'm going to end in a couple minutes because I have to piss. How dedicated is Matt his podcast? He just pisses his pants. This is the problem. I want another one of these, and I know it's too much caffeine because I already had another coffee today, which didn't do much, but yeah, that's another great. It's a good thing. Great. I was going to say great like it's the fucking... It is, though. It's so weird being back in Connecticut because coronavirus is not... It's not an issue. It's just they... Thankfully, with everyone spaced out, it's not a city. The numbers are so good. And you can lead a relatively normal life. I sound like a doctor. With, medication and hard work, you can lead a normal life. It's cool just going. I ate inside for the first time in forever. my house. My mom usually makes me eat outside. No, we had a bar with my buddy. They spaced it. It was still spaced out, but it was just weird to be inside. One little like kind of PTSD thing I have though is like, you know, whether I'm Connecticut or here, if I'm out, I'm out, you know, and it still looks the same. Just to see people not care. Like I went to one bar and you see people fucking mask off. What's that Future song? You see all their masks off, just kind of not giving a fuck. And in my head, I'm like, ooh, boy. But, like, these people are getting, like, a case a day. And you're like, that's fucking nuts. So, like, the odds of them spreading it there are just so rare. But, and me living in L.A. where, you know, the mayor's crying on the fucking... I like the guy, but I'm just saying where he's giving us YouTube updates, fucking holding this each side of the camera like, yeah, we're all gonna fucking die. That'd be funny if he just fucking ran up and grabbed it, where they're just like, all like fucking close like this, like, hey, let's tune into the coronavirus update. Is the numbers good? The positivity rate. So, anyways, good to be here. Excited. I'm going to do another episode here next week, and I will fill you in more. So, sorry, that was I could have ended on such a nice life lesson of social media and how it doesn't mean shit, but, you know, and because other people are doing bigger, better things. But I wanted to end with a bad act out of a mayor who's freaking out. So, again, guys, if you're still watching, thank you so much. I appreciate it. These are very fun for me, and the fact that you got to the end is a feat in and of itself. And if, again, you could hit the like button, if you can comment something, comment the word boob if you got this far, just so I can know where you guys are at. I would appreciate that. So, all right, guys, I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.